Hello, I'm Gus Downing, publisher and editor of the D&D Daily, and this is the LP News Network. We're here today with Steve Sell, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for CONTROLTEK. CONTROLTEK is perhaps the best kept secret in the LP industry. The company's been in asset protection business for over 40 years. Its line of secure packaging products helps the nation's leading banks, armored couriers, and retailers transport cash safely and securely. And CONTROLTEK's inventory visibility solutions helps retailers protect their merchandise better and run their operations more efficiently. The company's stated mission is to enable commerce through innovation. And I'm here today with Steve Sell, CONTROLTEK's Vice President of Sales and Marketing, to talk about some of the innovation that we can expect from them this year. Steve, welcome.
Thanks, Gus. It's great to be here.
You know, at events like this, the NRF Big Show, I mean, LP executives are most interested in what's new. I mean, what new ideas and solutions can help them meet the challenges they face in their workday? I mean, being that your company prides itself on bringing new ideas to the market, tell us about what new things we can expect to see from CONTROLTEK this year.
Great. Maybe before I get there, I'd like to quickly thank you again. I know I appreciate allowing all of us to come in and network like this, and it's one of the important parts of the business in our industry that we really appreciate is that people like you and organizations help us all stay connected and kind of share information. So I wanted to get that out first.
Thanks, Steve.
But we're in the business of solving problems, and there's a lot of problems that are new, and some of them are the same. One of the interesting things we're finding is EAS is a traditional solution, and there's a lot of places like malls and different locations where you can't put EAS systems in at the front door. And so we're finding a lot of traction with the overhead RFID readers in our partnership with NRF, and we're finding a lot of success there because it offers retailers a new way and a new dimension in that loss prevention tool to solve that problem. We're also seeing some trends with the acceleration of RFID adoption. Many more retailers now are following the lead of talking about RFID and actually now moving to deploy it. Some of the dual technology tags and systems that we're finding that we work with NRF on are also finding traction. So it allows some flexibility for these retailers to actually pick the use cases that they spell out moving forward, so they don't have to take the whole bite at once, and they can progress through the evolution of their RFID deployment. And then another thing that's quite different for us is that we're tapping into 40 years of experience, as you mentioned earlier, in our banking. We do a lot of business with the largest federal banks in the country, the largest private and public banks in the country to protect cash. The lessons we've learned there in keeping that secure, we're transferring into retail, and we're getting a lot of retailers interested in having us help them solve that problem.
You know, now while the world of LP is always changing, there's some things that don't change. I mean, shrink, for example, is still the main focus for most LP executives. What are some of the main challenges you see sort of stubbornly remaining the same from year to year, and what can be done about them?
Well, I oftentimes joke that until everybody starts following the 10 Commandments, we're always going to have shrink, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen this week, and it's probably not going to happen this year. So we continually focus on the fundamentals of shrink, right? So I've shared some thoughts with the industry before about being innovative, and you have to have one foot in today when you're innovative, but also look into the future. And so when we talk about having one foot grounded in today, it's all about shrink. That problem still is a huge problem for retailers. So being creative, bringing new ideas to the market that we can share is something that they continue to demand. We also help them work across their enterprise with different technologies to get smarter about their overall shrink strategy. So the simple answer is shrink's not going away, and our commitment to being innovative to help slow down shrink will never go away.
You know, now I have to ask you a tough question. I said earlier that CONTROLTEK is one of the best kept secrets in the industry, and I kind of meant that. I mean, obviously, you guys have been around for 40 years, yet many LP professionals have never heard of you.
Right.
So as the Chief Sales and Marketing Executive for CONTROLTEK, can you tell me what gives?
Well, it's not because we're shy. I think you know that, right? So I think we're probably not very good at talking about ourselves. I'll put that out there. However, when it comes to the customers we serve, whether it's the large banks or the large retailers, and there are many, they know exactly who we are because we're very focused on talking a lot about the problems they have and then following with a little bit about us and how we're going to solve those problems. So that's our priority, really. When you think about the banks, They've trusted us for 40 years. They absolutely know our brand. It's part of the heritage. Retail, we're a little bit newer, but we've got a lot of traction. In fact, we're in the process of an 1,800 store rollout, which to my knowledge is the largest one in our industry, and no one can match that. So we're proud of that. A lot of our other customers, we have some very high value solutions, and they're certainly very much aware of us. But I'll take the point that we're a good kept secret, and when I get back to the office, I'll look at the budget and see how we can spend some more money with you. Maybe that'll help.
Well,
Okay?
it should. It certainly should. Well, and I want to thank you for being here today and,
You're welcome.
and taking part in it and sponsoring it.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
Thanks.
All right, enjoy the show.
Well, that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank you for watching. And until next time, let's keep them all safe out there, please.